I thought I would make a video about my divination tools. So let's get started. I have mainly it's tarot cards and oracle cards that I have. So currently the tarot cards that I'm using, and I take these with me to work every day because I get to work well before everyone else, so that's the only time I get to do my morning meditations and things like that. And then after, sometimes I'll pull a couple of tarot cards or oracle cards. But my tarot deck is this one, which is the Rider-Waite Smith deck. And let's see if I pull out, yay. Okay, this is the commemorative set. So this is what the back of the cards look like, and this is the King of Wands. And I really like this deck. I seem to be connecting with it pretty well. I actually had to buy it again because the first one got ruined. We're not even going to go there as to how. But I was not a happy camper. Let's just put it like. And then I keep like here. Let me take it out. But I keep a stone with it. And if you hear talking in the background, that's my daughter. She's actually on the monitor. I put her down for her nap, and she likes to fight it. She's currently in there playing, and she puts on her mobile, her projection mobile, which plays music and everything, and sings and talks to herself until she passes out. But I keep an amethyst with this one, and I'll change it out for another amethyst and cleanse, you know, the used one, and so on and so forth. Another tarot deck that I'm trying to connect to, and I actually think it's working now. I've had a difficult time years ago doing it, and with this one I keep it in this box that I've had forever and a day. I think I've had this box for 10 years now. And I also keep an amethyst point with that one as well. But this one, and this one I know I've shown in another video as well, but I'll show it again. This is my Witch's Tarot. So it's the back, and here's the front. Here's one of the cards, which is, and I really love this card. I like the picture. It's different than all the other pictures in the deck to me. But this one, which is the Six of Swords. So you'll have the eagle up top and the stork. At least I think that's a stork. Looks like a stork to me. At the bottom. But this is the deck that has, instead of having a page, it has a princess. So like here you have a Princess of Swords, and they all look the same. They all look the same. So that's Princess of Swords. This is the Princess. Oops, dropped it. Princess of Pentacles. Yeah, Princess of Pentacles, and you can see the pentacle right up there in her hand. You know, there's no difference in those court cards. And it's the same with the King and the Queen. They all look the same except for whatever suit they're in. That'll be that suit that's reflected in the picture. Here's the tower, which I do like as well. There are not people falling from the tower, but you still get the whole destruction theme. I like the colors on that card, those cards, and on the tower card in there. Anyway, but my other tarot deck, which is my oldest, this is actually my very first tarot deck I've ever had. and I remember where I got it from. I don't remember where I got some of my other stuff from that are older purchases. That is. That Witch's Tarot is actually my second tarot deck that I've had trouble connecting with for years, but I think I'm starting to work out some stuff with it now. But this is my very first tarot deck that I ever had. I got it from a store in the Village when I used to live in New York, where I lived all my life. I lived in Brooklyn. I got this from Manhattan, and the store is called Enchantments. And my best friend and I used to go to Grove classes there. But here's the Fool. This is another very colorful deck. The pictures are not easy to interpret in that there's not much going on, I mean to say. So, there's not really much to, the valet of batons, which the valet is the page. Again, here's the Tower card. Here's a sword. See what I mean? It's not really much to interpret. I guess you can interpret like the flying foot, and then see, and that's part of each one, actually. So it's not even that you can interpret that. They're all the same pictures, just a number of swords depending upon what the number on the card is, but it's the same picture. So there's really not anything to interpret in these cards, which I didn't really understand that whole concept or know about that when I first got this deck anyway. I don't know. I got this deck because I don't know, somehow it connected with me, and I actually did very accurate tarot readings from this. I did not read intuitively. I did read from the book, but everyone I've read for were really pleased with what I had to say, even if it wasn't like good stuff happening. But another tarot deck that I got years ago, I think I got this from like Barnes & Noble or something, is a mini tarot deck, and I don't even remember what the name is of this tarot deck, but here's what the cards look like. So again, there's not much by way of reading into things, but I got it because it was cute. I honestly don't even really do reading for it with it. I think I maybe did a couple for myself, but like one card reading kind of thing. But and some others. So, and as far as tarot decks go, I think that's it. Oh no, this one I believe is a tarot deck too. Or is it an oracle deck? Actually, I think it's a tarot deck. Yeah, this I had years ago, which I actually haven't really used yet, to be quite honest. And this is the Fairy Ring Tarot, or maybe it's the Fairy Ring Oracle. I really think it's tarot though. Fairy Ring. I'm gonna say Fairy Ring Tarot. I don't even think I have the box for this anymore. But here's what the back looks like. Which I like that. It has the Celtic knot design in the rings there. And here's what some of the cards look like. We have that. It's another one. And then there's names at the bottom too. So, Billy Winker and Ariel. King, Queen, and again, so you have like aces. So like this is one ace, and it's Ariel. So I really think it is a tarot deck and not an oracle deck. So this is like another ace. Wasn't very good. But I don't know how to read it. I think I have the instruction book still and everything, but this has I don't even know if this has a major arcana. I think in a way, it may have what it, well, it's more, I don't want to say major arcana, but maybe, I guess, in a way, because honestly it's not a lot of cards. What it is are the sabbats. So like this one is in bulk, and then you have Ostara, which it says at the bottom, Ostara, Beltane, Midsummer's, or Missa, at least that's how I pronounce it. Minasa, again, that's how I pronounce it. Herb Fest, which I am going to say is probably Mabon. Samhain, which, well, you know what Samhain is. And Yule. Sorry about that, I had a little technical difficulty with the camera. But I guess that was a good thing. And by technical difficulty, I mean operator error, in that I hit the wrong button. So, which I guess is a good thing, because that was running 10 minutes. That would have been hard to upload. So, for me anyway. Now to my Oracle decks. I have, I keep 2 of my Oracle decks in these bags. Little baggies that I got months ago. Actually no, maybe about, I know it was definitely over a month ago, but I got it from the Dollar Tree and I loved it, and I really wish I'd have grabbed more. I only grabbed 2 at the time, but I wish I'd have grabbed more, but I was broke. Anyways, my very first Oracle deck that I ever had, that I got a few months ago, I want to say August or late summer, is the Trust Your Vibes Oracle cards. And I connected with these instantaneously as soon as I saw them, and I saw a few people on YouTube with these cards, and I loved the look of them. And so here's what they look like, those who have not seen what they look like, and they're all numbered. So when you look them up in the book, you just, you know, it goes by, it's numerical. So here's a couple of cards from this deck, which see your solution, see the solution. And there are a few cards that I too tend to get rather frequently here from this deck. And I don't know if I can find it right now, because I really don't want to run out of time. But actually, I've gotten this a couple of times, Stay in Your Own Skin. And there's a lot of cards, and like I said, I've been using these cards since summer. There's a lot of cards I have not gotten yet. And then there are others that I get over and over and over again. So, let's see if I can. I don't know if I can find any that I usually get, but I have done one reading for a co-worker of mine with these cards, or maybe 2, which he was very pleased with. It was a brief reading. It was just, you know, a 3-card reading. But then another Oracle deck I have is the Doreen Virtue's Goddess deck, which I keep in this little bag here. And the 2 comes with, you know, a little guide. Very nice guide. I'm going to give you a description of each goddess. And here's the back of the cards and the front. This is another deck that I've used quite a bit since I've gotten it, and there are some cards that I almost always get, like more often than not, I will get Isolde. I also get Green Tara quite frequently. And again, this is another deck that there's a lot of cards I have not gotten at all yet in any time I've done a reading for myself. But then there are some that I just get all the time. This is another one. Always, almost always. And there are times when it's like, sometimes I've pulled like 3 oracle cards a day. And there was one week where I got this, I'm going to say 3 out of the 5 days. Because I usually do it at work. So on the weekends I don't always do oracle cards. But another one that I always get is Cordelia. I get that a lot. There's like another. Well, that's all I can call to mind right now that I typically get almost always. Like I can't even count the amount of times I've drawn those cards. Another oracle deck that I just purchased about 3 weeks ago or so is another Dorian Virtue oracle deck. This is Ascended Masters. So here's the booklet. And I love this deck because I love the fact, and it's the same with the Goddess deck. It's goddesses from various cultures, and it's the same with this one. These are Ascended Masters from various religions. And I that's what I love about a lot of her cards, is that they are non-denominational, and you know, you get a good well, I'm not gonna say good balance, but I like the fact that there are those included from other religions, other pantheons, and things like that. Here's what the back looks like, which is Archangel Michael. And I've only used this one a couple of times. I've taken with me to work. But again, there are some cards that in this short amount of time that I've gotten a few times. I've only started carrying this deck I think about a week ago. And I don't know if I can remember who it was, but let's show you some cards here. So we have Kuan Yin again. Well, not again, but Kuan Yin is also in the Goddess deck. Mother Mary is also in the Goddess deck. This card I've gotten Pan, the fertility card. King Solomon. And you have, and there are some that I don't know. Saint Germain, Ganesh, again White Tara, Jesus. I love the fact that Merlin is in the deck. You have Vishnu, another Hindu god. Parvati is another one. This one I got 2 days in a row. I've gotten Parvati, which is another Hindu goddess, as I said. I've gotten this, the white buffalo calf woman, which this is a Native American goddess. I've had Osiris, which is an Egyptian god. Lakshmi is another Hindu goddess. Love is Celtic god. So I mean, there's, I forget the religion that this is. Oshara, but she is a goddess of that religion. I believe that's an African religion. So I mean, these cards, you know, White Tower, of course, she's from the Buddhist religion. I love the fact that it's just this mix. That's what I think that's probably what makes me connect to her oracle cards so well. But and then another deck. This is my last deck, which I don't know if I would call it oracle cards. It's the goddess and gods and goddesses. My brain just goddess. Gods and goddesses, mantras, blessings, and meditations deck. And these are all Hindu gods and goddesses. So you have in the front, you'll have the goddess or god. So you have like let's see, you have the Buddha, which I think this is the Hindu version of Buddha, though. You have Krishna or Sri Krishna. Shiva. And there are some of these that I cannot even begin to try to pronounce. So, and Brahma. And on the back of the cards, you have a mantra, a meditation, and a blessing for that god and goddess, god or goddess. And as far as any cards that I have, these are it. This one I also just recently got, and I have not used this one at all, to be honest. Last oracle thing that I do have are runes, which again I have not used. And honestly, I've had these runes for well over 10 years. So they're bone runes, so they're on bone. So I keep them in this bag because you know what? I haven't even connected with them or tried them or anything. I just wanted a rune set. So here you go, another rune. More. Another rune. Right now I am trying to learn what each rune means. So baby steps. But that's it. Those are all my divination tools. And some of them, a good deal of them, I just acquired within the last 5 months, 4 or 5 months. The others I've had for over 10 years, 14 years. With the Tarot of Witches I've had for over 14 years. Yeah, that's it. So, thanks for watching. Any questions, I'll be happy to answer if I have the answer. Blessings to you. Bye.